You're listening to Sexpert with me, Renee, where we say words like piece of shit, motherfucker, cocksucker, cunt. We get so dirty that even your mother's soap bar can't clean our mouths. You've been warned.
Welcome to Sexpert with Mia Renee, where we talk everything sex. Get ready for awkward topics, inappropriate jokes, foul language, and a little bit of education. We are no doctors, just young adults looking to inform our generation about sex so they can live healthier, naughtier lives. I'm Mia Renee, your host. Are you ready? Hey guys, thanks for listening to Sexpert, a sex-positive podcast here to teach our generation how to live healthier and naughtier lives. I'm your host, Mia Renee, and tonight all of the fucking Sexpert crew is on here to talk about kissing tips for the holiday season. I'm so fucking excited. Hey guys, how is everybody?
Great!
I'm doing good.
It's the month of Christmas.
The month of Christmas. Yeah, that's right. Happy December, everybody. We're finally in December, and holy shit balls. This is the most wonderful time of the year, as they say. And to kick it off, we are going to be doing Secret Santa, though Madison keeps calling it Dirty Santa, and I'm just like, but it's not the traditional Dirty Santa.
Because we're going to make it dirty.
This is Sexpert, so it is Dirty Santa. And we're going to be drawing names. My roommate Rose is here to help us. Say hey, Rose.
Hi.
Well, she didn't say it loud enough. I hope the mic picked it up. But we're all going to close our eyes except for one of us, and she's going to draw a name and hold it up to the camera so you guys can see. I'll go last. And if you get your name, just say next. And then if they say next, you draw another name.
Who's going first?
Okay.
I think I'm ready. Where's
She's
the
a little
camera?
slow. All right, are we ready?
The camera. Where's I
Okay,
hold
this
it?
is the camera, the
Okay,
green light.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the biggest
All right,
I've
ready?
ever done.
Mason, why don't you go first? So everyone close your eyes but Mason. All right? Okay, eyes closed.
Okay. Can you see it? Can they see it?
I can't see it.
Hold it right up to the
What is-
camera.
Oh, okay. All right, I got it.
All right, cool.
Did you see it?
Okay, now, yeah, he said he got it. And then Madison, you're next. So everyone have your eyes closed. All right, Madison's turn.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, cool. She got it. All right, sweet. I forget you can't hear this, Rose, so it's like, okay, let's move on. All right, Amb.
Yeah.
Eyes closed, everyone, except Amb. This is so dramatic.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, cool. Now, Rose, you're not putting them all back in the hat, right?
No.
Okay. Was that sincere?
Yeah, no, I've been looking at the names.
Okay, just
Make sure
making
they
sure,
didn't
because
get
I
it.
thought I heard you put it back in the hat.
No, I
Okay.
know who's been there.
I think we can
All right,
look now.
cool. Now it's my turn. Everyone
okay.
can have
All
their
right, whatever.
everyone can have their eyes open now because we don't have to hold it up to the camera. Okay, cool.
okay.
Thanks.
Don't we need to all go through our address so that we can send them?
Yeah. So not on air though. So
Oh,
I think
right, well.
in the group meet. Thanks, Rose. You are amazing.
Okay.
Thanks, Rose.
Kisses. She sends kisses. In the group meet, everyone just put your address in there. And let's plan to do, what was the maximum amount of money?
$15?
Was it 15?
10?
10, 15? We'll say 10, 15, so we can be flexible for people. Because we're trying to do sexy gifts, right?
Yeah, dirty.
Like sex-related gifts, dirty gifts, that's better. So, 10 to 15 bucks. I would potentially like to be opening them on our next full episode, so that's like in 2 weeks. So that means you want to get it bought kind of soon. Welcome to Sexpert, guys. Glad we've been entertaining you for the last like fucking 6 fucking minutes. We'll get
edit
that
it
figured
out.
I may cut all that out. I don't know. We'll see. It may be more entertaining than we think, or it may just be a complete train wreck like I think it was. But so we'll be opening our dirty/secret whatever the fuck Santa gifts for the next episode. The next full-length episode, which is going to be up on the 16th. So everyone make sure you're here for that the week of the 16th to record. And there'll be dirty little gifts from Santa. Yeah, Anne was like raising her eyebrows. Welcome, everybody, to episode, I don't know why I keep saying welcome, but this is episode 20, which is like crazy. Can't believe we're at 20. I know, that's crazy. And we're talking about kissing because there's no better time to talk about kissing than the holidays. And we're just going to be talking about kissing tips and how to make a move and all sorts of shit like that. Yeah, so I have a little sex today for everybody because we all love hearing news stories. But this one's actually pretty decent. It is from some British website, and it says, "Outlook good for Christmas kissing as experts report top quality mistletoe crop." And it reads, "A top quality crop of mistletoe has helped boost prices at the festive season's first auction of the traditional Christmas lovers plant. Mistletoe expert, I don't know what he's doing with his life, Jonathan Briggs, said prices were up on last year at the popular Worcestershire sales, with the crop among some of the best he had seen. At the first of the 3 sales, held every Tuesday until December 13th, a wholesale bundle known as a wrap had been fetching between 30 and 40 pounds. That's like the money figure, when compared with last year when it was less than half that amount. The auction has been held for 160 years in the really British names of towns. Mistletoe with its deep green leaves and white berries is more common across the three counties. I'm just gonna stop. Mistletoe sales look good, everybody, so get you some mistletoe. So you can get your kisses on Christmas. Yeah. Did anyone research the fucking history of mistletoe?
I did. Remember?
I feel like we're in 5th grade giving fucking reports. Susie over here researched the history of mistletoe and would like to tell the class about it now.
Okay, but you can't call me Susie.
I'm sorry, Madison.
So class. Okay, no, actually, it's pretty dull. What I
Oh,
found.
that sucks.
Kind of. Some of it's interesting. Basically, it was used for a long time for medicinal purposes. And in the Greeks and Roman traditions, they used it for like cramps, spleen disorders, ulcers, poisons.
Okay.
Like it's had a lot of use. But they think that the reason why it's thought of as romantic is because mistletoe could bloom even during the winter, and it's viewed as a sacred symbol of vivacity. And administered to humans and animals in hope of restoring fertility. And that's the history, and there's also some mythology behind it. Basically, a mythology story where, I'm going to butcher this, it's okay. These 2 guys got into, okay, so I'm just going to read through it. The god Odin's son Balder, I don't know, was professed to die. His mother Frigg, the goddess of love, went to all the animals and plants of the natural world to secure the oath that they would not harm him, but Frigg neglected to consult. Sorry, my volume thing was being weird.
I'm already looking at gifts for my person, so I'm just...
Wow.
Damn.
I'm not fucking kidding.
Consult with the unassuming mistletoe, so the scheming god Loki made an arrow from the plant and saw that it was used to kill the otherwise invincible Balder. And according to one sunnier version of the myth, they were able to resurrect Balder from the dead, and delighted, Frigg then declared the mistletoe a symbol of love and vowed to plant a kiss on all those who passed beneath it. But whenever it was used later on in the 18th century, the tradition was that around Christmas time, they would, anybody that was caught, any girl that was caught underneath the mistletoe, the men were allowed to steal a kiss from, and refusing would be viewed as bad luck. And
Well, that is just perpetuating rape culture.
right,
I love tradition.
it's great. And yeah, they would pluck a berry from the mistletoe with each kiss and stop kissing whenever the berries were all gone.
Wow.
So wait, you had to keep plucking the berries?
So, like, with every kiss, like, say you got under there and you got a kiss, and then you'd pluck a berry off, and then the next person would pluck a berry off, and so on until it was no more berries.
It's like who can be the biggest slut? Who can collect the most berries while not consensually kissing people?
Yes, you can't refuse or it's bad luck.
I love it. Okay, cool. On another note, I was researching sex toys, and I searched Magic Bullet and Amazon, and the NutriBullet came up, the food processor. So, so that's what my person's gonna be getting for Christmas. Hope you like it.
Great.
Nice and sexy for your pleasure. Sweet. All right. Life
NutriBullet.
updates, anybody? I feel like we need to have like a more personal aspect of the show, because like,
What is
do
it?
our listeners even know us? Life updates.
Life updates.
Mason's moving to Texas.
There's a lot
Oh,
of
you're
construction
moving?
going on in my home right
He's
now.
moving to Texas.
Wow.
I guess
already
Forever?
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, now you're coming back.
I'm
Like
moving,
with your family?
Yeah, my parents kind of hit me with the news. They were like, by the way, we're moving to Houston in a few months. And I was like, well, I don't want to be up here alone, so I'm going to go with them. And
It's okay.
Yeah, because I have
He'll
other
still
family
be
in
on the
Texas.
show.
Yeah,
Except like when he's there in December and doesn't have
true.
his equipment.
that'll be because we'll be going and staying with my grandparents, and they're old.
And
It's like that one commercial now on TV where like the grandparents don't like have any Wi-Fi or anything, so like their granddaughter is like horribly like dissatisfied with
I
going
get
there.
it.
Yeah.
I get it. My grandma uses the phone book. It's a disgrace, you
Oh.
know. It's fucking awful. Madison, how are you?
I'm great. I am about to be exhausted from all of this exams and everything that I'm trying to get done right now.
When does your break start?
It starts the 16th is my last exam. My last exam. My last exam.
That's how it was for me, and I have been able to rearrange that a little bit.
Wow. But yeah, I'm doing great. Relationships are great. Friends are great. I miss my best friend because she's away at school, but that's okay.
No.
I'll live. As long as she comes back eventually.
She should be.
Yeah, she'll be back in
Christmas.
December.
She'll have to be.
Oh, and I got a dog. I don't know that I
Oh,
mentioned
you
that
got
on here.
Oh, that's right. You did get a dog.
I did. His name is Tuck.
Tuck? You got him with your boyfriend?
Yes, we did. And he stays at his house because obviously I can't keep a dog in here. But it's like a joint custody. He's a miniature husky and he's adorable.
Oh, I love huskies.
He's got the one blue eye and one brown eye.
Precious. Oh, that's so cute. That's so precious. I love it. Amb.
Not much is up with me.
Yeah.
I was busy for like the whole month of November, but I'm not busy anymore, so.
Do I
That's
see,
great.
do I see there's like someone in your life?
Yeah.
Oh my
I have a
God.
boy now.
You have a. I'm so glad you found one. You're like, I
Thanks.
finally bought a boy, and I got him on sale. It was Black
very
Friday. He's cute. I love it. How is he? Like, are y'all in school together?
No, he lives like 2 hours away now, but
Oh my gosh,
he drives down and sees me. He's very sweet,
that's so
I love him a lot.
precious.
right?
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, how did you meet him? I want to know everything.
It's too mumuch details. It's a lot to say.
Oh my god. Hey, look, there's penis rings.
Perfect. Everyone needs a penis
I
ring.
love Amazon. Oh shit, I forgot that I share this account with my dad.
See? You're on the same struggle that I am.
Whoops. Maybe I'll change the password or something, like,
Oh,
to where he can't access it.
Can you, like, delete
but-
your buy history? Like,
Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out later, I guess. Well, I'm glad everyone's doing well. If you want to find out a little bit more about us and get to know us a little bit more personally, you can follow us on social media. Hello, plug. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Sexpert with Mia Renee. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and all that shit at Mia Renee Cole. You can find Mason on Twitter at MasonSpec1. You can find Madison. Yeah, 2 tweets. You can find Madison on Twitter and Instagram. All of our links are in the bio. You can find Am on Twitter and Instagram. So kissing. A little more innocent. Kissing tips. Did everyone like have a chance to think about their tips and stuff? Kind of like from your own experiences and stuff. Yeah. Okay. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just checking. I had a few tips I figured I'd give. Just like, I actually have quite a number of tips. I'm a self-proclaimed good kisser, but don't mind that. So my number one tip would be to move your hands. And don't just keep them in one place when kissing. Because when you're under that mistletoe, things can get really hot and heavy. And in order to progress, you gotta move your hands a little bit around the body. You gotta like have them on the face, and you gotta move them around. I don't know, my favorite places are like the face and the back of the neck. I don't know, what are your favorite places?
I don't really think about it that much. To be
Yeah.
honest. It just kind of
It
happens.
just kind of happens.
the just below the ear. That's what gets me.
Yeah, that's a really good spot. Yeah. Ugh. Mason.
Mia's over there hot and bothered.
yeah.
I had my cereal, I have my tea now. Listen, I can't help it, okay? Mason, what about you?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, kissing's just like not one of those things that, I really explored in my life.
I think that's a guy thing. I think they're less interested in that.
It's
Like,
just
you
it's not high up on the priorities list, Maybe it should be.
Okay, well, yeah,
It should
'cause
be.
I nearly didn't
Yeah.
go on a second date with my current boyfriend because I thought he was a bad kisser.
Dang.
Wow.
So you better readjust your damn priorities, Mason.
So you're saying your boyfriend is a bad kisser?
No, he's not. But he was the first time we kissed, which generally the first time you kiss a person, it's not going to be amazing. Just like the first time you have sex with someone, it's not usually holy shit amazing because it's awkward. You're still getting used to each other. But it was genuinely fucking awful. And I say that because I've told him this. Like, I told him that I almost didn't go out with him again. And he was like, he said, okay, but like, you were like the shortest girl I ever kissed. That was so awkward for me. And I'm like, you're literally like 5 inches taller than me. Like, you're not that much taller than me. Like, calm the fuck down. But yeah, it was like that bad. And I was like, oh God. But we figured it out. I think I tamed him a bit. I think he was just really excited to kiss me. I would be really excited to kiss me. But yeah, so I don't know. I like to personally, I like it when guys' hands are on my booty because that just feels like home to me. And like lower back, I like when guys touch my lower back and stuff like that. It's great. Yeah. So I said, move your hands, and then I also said feel it out in the sense like not feel her up or him up, but like, I mean, you can, but I meant it in the sense of like, especially when it's like, excuse me, the first time you're kissing someone because it's like awkward kind of, and you're you both have your own ways that you kiss people, right? And now you're like kissing each other. You gotta kind of like, you can't just, you don't jump into freezing cold water. You dip your toes in first, y'all. So you gotta dip before you go all the plunge deep into that kiss.
You gotta dip before you lip.
Exactly. Just don't dip tobacco. That's fucking disgusting. So,
Ugh.
no thank you. Kissing tip number 1, don't dip. Don't dip tobacco, but dip your toes in the water a little bit before you jump in. Take it slow and feel it out. And don't begin with too much tongue.
Yes,
Hate
that's
when, like,
exactly
a
what I
kiss
was going to
starts,
say.
And it's like, I think that's why I thought it was bad the first time I kissed my current boyfriend, because it was just like, holy shit, tongue. I was like, oh fuck, shit. Like, there it is. Like, it's like a little surprising. So I would say let the tongue, and this is for every time you kiss someone, let it just gradually come into the kiss. Don't begin immediately with tongue. Too much tongue. Listen, I don't know about y'all's first kiss, but my first kiss was all tongue.
That's it.
So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just picky about tongue because I got that first experience. But it's just...
No, my first kiss was with my current boyfriend, actually. And we were like 13 or something like that. And it was just tongue. And I remember it like, you know, I thought it was the best thing ever. But of course, thinking about it now, I would never, ever, ever think that was good.
Oh my god. Well, I remember my first kiss, and I just remember kissing this guy thinking, why do people like this so much? This is fucking disgusting. Like, and then I
slobber all
realized
over
it
your
was just
face.
him. I did, like, literally, I don't know if you guys have seen Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, but that's, like, my shit. And there's a scene where she's learning how to kiss, and they, like, break apart, and there's just saliva connecting the two of their lips, and, like, that's literally what happened with him. It was so gross. I had spit all over me, and I was like, what just happened? I was 13 and knew that was a bad kiss.
Oh, just to clarify, the kissing has gotten a lot better. So,
Oh, Jesus, I'm so glad.
in case you were concerned.
I was so fucking worried, Madison. How was your first kiss, Amb?
Mine was a complete different story, so it was a different time.
Different, okay. I think yours was like hella, like, if I remember correctly, it was like hella cute.
Yeah, it was. This is
Well, now you have
a
to tell
long
us.
story, so. Well, like, it wasn't really like a kiss, it was more just like a peck on the mouth. But it was with a complete stranger, so.
I mean, what's better than that?
No strings attached.
It was cute.
And if I remember correctly, there was like a picture all over Twitter, and it was like amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I was 16, so I was super excited.
that's awesome.
I was like one of the last people I knew to get a kiss. Whatever. Yes.
I
So
know
cute.
someone who still hasn't had a kiss, and I'm sure Mia can guess who.
Oh my god. Virgin, doesn't use condoms, didn't vote, doesn't shave pubes.
Mia's worst enemy in a sentence.
Out of those two virgins, the larger one actually got a kiss first.
Yeah, I know. He's felt a girl up before.
What?
Oh shit. Was I not supposed to say that?
What?
Never mind.
That'll be
Was this a
taken out.
camping story? Were they all
Yeah.
drunk? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
yeah, I
It's
know
the same.
that.
It's the same event. I gotta text them.
Yeah. No, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
There's no way.
I even know the story.
God.
I still can't believe doesn't shave his pubes, didn't vote, doesn't wear condoms, hasn't kissed anybody before.
Right?
Hmm.
Like,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. You know, he and I
I
are really
always
good
thought he
friends, so
was
it's like,
cute.
you know, he's not like an ugly person.
no.
Exactly.
No.
I don't know.
So is it out of preference? Is it
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
gay.
find the right person?
He's gay.
Well, even then you can find somebody to kiss.
Shit.
No, he's I don't know.
Why do we always come on this show and just talk shit? Like,
Right? He just I don't think he gets out enough. He doesn't meet people. He doesn't make the first move.
that-
Okay,
That's it.
so if
Yeah.
you if you don't want to make the first move, then then don't complain about not getting things done. If you want something to happen, go out and do it. That's my advice.
Exactly.
Does he go on dates, though?
And it's like, okay, so Big Sexy, the guy who got the kiss first, Big Sexy.
Big sex.
Oh, good name.
The girl he kissed before she started dating. Name drop. Sorry.
Oh my god. Why are you name dropping?
Name dropping. We have to go back and edit that.
I told him to ask her out because she liked him before she started dating the other guy.
Really?
He wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it.
She liked him?
She did.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, Big Sexy and I both told him
Again.
both told him to ask her out to just try and make it happen, and he just wouldn't do it.
Oh, wait, we're talking about not Big Sexy. I thought we were talking about Big Sexy.
No, Big
I
Sexy and
thought you were
I.
saying she liked Big Sexy,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh.
Big
Oh.
Sexy and I tried to convince Pubes to ask out the girl who's currently dating Crybaby before she started dating Crybaby.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
And
that.
I should clarify. Me and Crybaby are friends, but that's something that Big Sexy and I joke about. Is he's very emotional, which isn't a bad thing.
You shouldn't be doing that.
But we
You're
still
degrading
joke about
Crybaby's
it.
masculinity.
It's true.
You and Big Sexy need to calm the fuck down.
Everybody needs to calm down.
So, anyways,
I'm like debating taking that entire conversation out of this episode.
No.
Just keeping it in.
so many names. I'm sorry.
Well, like, no, I gotta edit this out. I'm just like, but what if someone listened? What
Right?
if someone listened to this podcast?
Nobody's going to know who we're talking about.
Yeah, we have
I don't
Crybaby,
know who
Big
you're
Sexy,
talking
and
about.
Pubes. So
Yeah.
See?
we just sound like shit people.
I didn't come up with these names.
But-
I like all these people,
Right,
so.
I didn't either. So, what a story.
Yep.
That's it for now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next week. No, I guess we'll continue. I mean,
How do you identify your first kiss? Maybe that's a stupid
my
question.
first
but-
fucking kiss. The
When
first
you
time I
put
kissed a guy
somebody's
the
lips on your lips.
Yeah, lips. And there's contact.
So you like never like kissed anyone in like elementary school? It's just like
No.
a little kid.
Mm-mm,
Never?
I wasn't. No.
No.
No, I repulsed boys.
They have cooties.
Have you met me? I was literally how I am now when I was 5. Okay. No 5-year-old boy wanted me.
Okay.
I played Spider-Man and Spider-Woman with a little Mexican kid in kindergarten on the playground, and that's about as far as I got.
Did Spider-Man and Spider-Woman kiss?
No, but Spider-Man turned me into Spider-Woman, so I got bit by a spider, so got my Spidey powers.
Okay, so what are some of the main problems with kissing? So you don't know how to tell somebody they're a bad kisser, so how do you do that?
You tell them they're a bad kisser.
It's true.
But you don't want to, like,
Or-
most people, if they're kissing them, they don't want to hurt their feelings.
I mean,
I'd say break it to them easy.
or try to train them, you know?
Tell them they need to work on it and kiss them again.
No! Like, practice with kissing them, so, like, show them by example, I guess.
Yeah, like, that's kind of what I did with well, I mean, I'm not saying I taught him how to kiss. I'm sure he was a good kisser before, but it just wasn't good that first time. But it was like, especially with someone that's like over time too, and that doesn't mean a long period of time, but you both adapt to how the other kisses, so it becomes a lot better. But yeah, even doing things just like slowing it down deliberately, kind of taking charge. You know, sometimes you just gotta take charge. And sometimes actions can speak louder than words and be less offensive too.
So,
But yeah, I mean, that's what I do.
okay, so what about Mason, from a guy's perspective, do guys like kissing?
I have always worried that I was bad at kissing. So no, guys do not like kissing. I hate it. I hate doing it unless it's like someone I've been in a relationship with or that I've been kissing for a long time, because then I know it doesn't matter as much.
I don't understand why guys don't like it.
I love kissing. I love everything about it.
I have to kiss before sex. Like it, like
Yes.
I need it.
But if there's no kissing, is there even going to be sex? Like,
No. That's the worst when they try to have sex with you without kissing you first. They just like
I've never had that
just
happen.
stand up,
I would be so
take off
mad.
their pants, and I was like, "Excuse you, are you going to bed? You better be going to bed, because we are not having sex right now." Also, I'd suggest beginning not just limiting the tongue in the beginning, but also being gentle, not just kind of going in for the kill at the very first. Everyone's nodding their heads, so they agree with me. Yeah, I just recommend beginning kind of gentle without too much tongue. Maybe with hands in like one place, and then slowly begin to make it a little bit more passionate with more tongue, with the hands moving more. Things like that, just kind of picking up the pace a little bit and taking slight moments to have, or short moments to have like slight pauses where you just kind of look at each other. Now, this is all like if you're wanting something passionate or you're wanting something loving, just taking time to look at each other and look at each other in the eyes and taking it slow and just appreciating everything. Mason's asleep over here.
This is why girls love kissing and guys hate it.
Like, just like taking the time. Of course, the whole looking each other's eyes thing can be optional, but it can really help with the intimacy part. Also, I suggest varying speeds. So don't just make it all slow. Don't just make it all fast. It will get boring if you literally do the same thing over and over and over and over again. You need to change the pace, where your hands are, what you're doing with your tongues, what you're doing with your lips, what you're doing with whatever else you're using. Change it up a bit so that it stays exciting and nobody falls asleep.
Okay, so one thing I'd like to note is to make sure that all of this is consensual, though. Like,
yes,
and make sure that there's mutual feelings. Like, I know I just said make sure it's consensual, but I had somebody come up to me and like, we were not talking, we weren't doing, there was nothing, absolutely nothing, bare minimum of friendship, and they were like, "Can I kiss you?" And I was like, no.
Oh my gosh.
No, you cannot.
At least they asked.
I know. I don't know what I would have done had they not. I'm like, no.
Don't just corner some chick under the mistletoe and just shove your tongue down her throat. That's not how it works.
No.
Okay? See if it's reciprocated, if they're looking at you a lot, or they're looking at you for long periods of time, or they're lingering closer to you.
And, like, make sure there's a build-up.
Of course, you don't just want to go in for it. You want to, just like with the kissing itself, you want to build it up. You want to take it slowly at first. Exactly.
Yes.
Well, Mason, being somebody that doesn't like kissing, what advice do you have for, like, future girls that you will kiss, I guess?
Man, I don't know. Don't be short, Mia. But no, being serious though, I have no idea. I really don't. I just don't like having to, kiss someone for the first time, and it's like if you have to take a kiss seriously, I hate doing it because I always feel bad about it. I always feel like I'm not doing it right or something like that. And
what are you gonna do at your wedding?
I know, right? But that's my wife, though. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like,
me. She obviously don't care.
Exactly. It's like it's not. If it's someone that you've been with for a long time, things like that will become easier. But it's like the first kiss with this, like with someone, is like always like something I've constantly worried about, like how to do.
Well, why do you worry about it?
Because I don't know. I just take it too serious. Maybe I really just I don't feel good about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it helps to not think about it. It helps to just... When do you usually have... Okay, this is going to become a Let's Console Mason and Give Him Advice episode.
Yes.
Okay, so when do you usually share a first kiss with someone?
Like
first date, second date, when on the date? What are you doing when you have the first... Because usually you have a routine.
That's true. I guess it depends on how long I've known that person. So, like, I went on a date with someone who was actually used to be a coworker, and we had known each other for probably a few months, and yeah, on the first date, kiss, which is like okay. But if you've actually just met that person like that day, maybe you should chill out for a little bit.
Oh,
maybe
that's
you
fast
should wait
anyway.
until maybe you should wait until the second date. But I don't know. I mean, I guess because you guys could probably all have a different opinion on when it's okay to be kissed or to kiss. I don't know, and that's why I don't like it.
I don't think there's a right or wrong. I think it's whenever there's two consensual people who want to kiss each other.
That's true.
But I'm just like asking, like, because usually it helps to have some, and of course the holidays can be very spontaneous. That's the point of the holidays. That's why people love it, because there's so much, just there's this wonderful atmosphere in the air, and it's very contagious, and it's very spontaneous. So you kind of step out of tradition, and even though you're like celebrating a very traditional holiday, and you kind of step out of routine, but like in general with kissing, with routines, most people do have a routine for like their first date, or the first time they kiss someone that they're dating or something. Like for instance, in my experience in the past, a lot of times it was always, he drops me off at my house, or he drops me off at my car, and he says, oh, and he'll say something like, well, I'll walk you to your car, I'll walk you to your house, and like, and he says, or I'll get out, and he'll say something like, I'll get out and hug you or something. And both of you know it's going to end up being a kiss, but it's kind of an unspoken knowledge. Mm-hmm. And you get out, you have the little hug, which kind of helps warm things up a bit, right? So it's not as stressful, and then you break apart, you're already in each other's arms, you're right there, and Anne's smiling, I know, I'm just like, ah, and you kiss. And it makes it all the much easier. And when you have a routine set up like that, it's something you don't even have to think about that much. And then, of course, there's like the go-to first kiss, which I think of as being very simple and starting out very simple, with just not like a peck, but the type of kiss where you kind of like kiss their upper lip, you know what I'm saying? And you start like that, and you're able to slowly build from there.
Yeah, don't go first tongue right in.
It's a bad idea.
Oh, can you say that from experience?
No. Oh, no, but it just sounds...
So you're probably not a bad kisser. I mean, you've been having sex for 70 years. So...
What?
You're pretty experienced.
I'm an old man.
Yeah. Surprise!
Yeah.
He's actually 87 years old.
87 years old.
That's
Pretty
why his
spry
voice is so
for my
deep.
age, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty technologically advanced.
Yeah. I can use Facebook,
But you don't.
but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like what I would suggest with a first kiss, and like just not thinking about it. And I guess like especially from a guy's standpoint, there's a lot more pressure on making it good, or just like a lot more pressure period, because guys are expected to make the first move, which is it's just BS in my opinion. But am I ever gonna make the first move? No. So I need to quit complaining. Right? Madison's like, yes, I'm like, I'm never gonna do it. So
Yeah.
in my experience though, when I make the first move with anything, the guy's usually not into me. Like, I don't know. So I've like pretty much just gotten accustomed to making them make the first move, because I've always found if I make the first move, it doesn't turn out well.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird.
Well, now that Madison's gone, he wants to talk shit about her.
Oh, well.
Madison had to leave. We had some technical difficulties. She's gone.
So I think I know what my first kiss is.
Okay, what was your first kiss?
I technically my first kiss, like my first just regular kiss, would have been like back in I think 6th grade, but we're not gonna count that because it was stupid. It wasn't.
Is that
serious.
when you like lost your virginity?
No. I was 16. I had my
Your
license
first kiss was when you lost your virginity. Wait, how did we get to 16?
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong.
I'm confused. We went from 6th grade to no to yes to 16.
Well,
Where are we?
I guess like technically like the first time I ever kissed another girl was during the 6th grade, but it wasn't like a real like meaningful kiss. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah, I guess my first kiss was like when I was 12, but
Okay. And it was just like a pet?
Yeah, but I don't know if I really count that.
So then your first real kiss was when you were...
Probably when I was 16, yeah.
So after you'd had sex the first time.
Yeah.
Wow, you know you're doing it wrong when...
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Because it was like when I was 16, I had like the first kiss that really like meant something, you know? It was like meaningful. Does that make sense? Like you guys feel me, yeah. So like I had my license for a few months and me and this girl went to...
Always the license. When you get a car...
Yeah.
That's why parents freak out when kids get their cars.
And we went to the state fair, right? And
how romantic.
I know, right? It was her idea. I just said
she
yes.
was like, we're gonna go to the state fair and you're gonna pay for it.
That's true. Her mother is like one of those moms who like didn't really like let her do a lot of stuff, didn't want her like going out with boys. And like she didn't have a phone. So there was no way for me to be able to like get in touch like with her parents to ask their permission unless I wrote them a letter. So that's what I did. And they were so impressed with the letter that they let her go out with me. Like, felt so good.
You wrote them a letter.
I wrote them a letter. That's all I could do.
Wow. You really wanted that pussy.
So...
Because, I mean...
You're not wrong. And so... We go to the state fair, and I don't know what the ride is. I don't know what it was called, but it was basically this little capsule, and it just spun around in a circle with a bunch of other little capsules for a long time, and you could fit 2 people in there.
It sounds like you get sick in it.
Exactly, but like, so...
Perfect first kiss ride. Which ride is going to make me the most sick?
Exactly. So we get in, and I get in first, and like the way it works is like when you have 2 people, like they're kind of sitting in your lap. That's the only way that you can fit like 2 people in there. So, and like... Right? And like it's all like coming together like in my mind, like it's all like
just,
I'm like, okay, like now we're physically close and everything. And like at one point, like during like while the ride was spinning, like she turned around and she looked back at me and we just ended up kissing. And I guess that was like my first kiss.
And there's like a 7-year-old in the seat next to you, just staring as you're roping each other.
We were just like in a capsule alone. It was just the 2 of us with like all these other capsules that were like flying around behind us, in front of us, and everything.
Honestly, though, like rides, like shit like that can be amazing makeout rides. Like the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. Have y'all ever fucked with that shit? That's a dark ride. It's got like little, I forget what they call them, but they're like little capsule things, but they have like hangovers like over your head. So it's private and it's a dark ride. I mean, I'm sure people have had sex on that ride. There's no way they haven't.
I've never been to Disney World.
Well, you haven't lived,
I know what you're talking about.
So they're like called dune buggies or something on the Haunted Mansion ride. Perfect makeout ride. See, that's a perfect first kiss situation with anybody. You know, it's just like, it's natural, it flows, it works. You don't have to think about it that much. So quit fucking thinking, Mason.
I know. Stop thinking. It's dangerous.
You need to stop thinking about it.
Right? Do you
think about it too much and you're probably gonna fuck up.
Do you think that most people kiss differently, and that's why first kisses with a lot of people can be bad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely. And people have sex differently. And they're suppressing their kinks. So that's why the first time people have sex with other people is usually really weird. Because it's like, oh, yeah, I'm normal. I have sex in the missionary position and do not say daddy. Like, and we all know that's fucking false, so...
I love how you said all that with with the kind of like an English accent. You were getting into it.
Hey, it wasn't an English accent.
You were getting... It was
different.
Getting there.
I could do a little bit of an English accent with the daddy and the mummy.
Oh, God.
And that's why we are here, folks. We are here to tell you, don't suppress your kinks and don't suppress anything, so that your first kisses with people and your first make-out sessions with people and your first sexy times with people can be grade A and amazing.
You should probably not tie up your first partner the first time with rope. If she may be into it, just don't do it the first time. Don't do it.
The first time you ever had sex with her?
No, don't. The first time you have sex with someone, just be careful with
that's
your fetish.
another, I say don't suppress it and stuff, but at the same time, same thing goes for this, like it goes with kissing. Don't start full on with the first time you have sex. Dip your toes in.
Keep the leather in the closet.
Keep the leather in the closet. Keep the strap on under the bed, okay? Keep the anal beads in the drawer. Just take it relatively vanilla the first time you have sex. Usually, the first time you have sex with someone is interesting enough. Same time the first time you kiss someone. Interesting enough. It doesn't need all the extra shit in there. Just feel it out. As I said, just feel it out. I was really hoping for more puns this episode, Mason, but...
Sorry.
Do we have any more tips, or any more... No.
Don't be timid.
Don't be timid. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Especially coming from a guy's perspective, too. This is why we have you on here, you know?
Yep.
Like, have confidence. That's a really good tip.
Don't overthink it.
Confidence.
Don't
overthink
be
it.
thinking about it during the entire date. Don't be me.
No, see, yeah, that's the problem. Because then also you're thinking about it, so you're not as conversational, which is like a big deal.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever like let something like that get in the way of talking.
Yeah.
Probably just because I'm like, I've already if I've thought about it that much, I've already given up on the idea of it. I'm just like, well, it's gonna be horrible anyways. We just need to get it over with. So I just like keep
Jesus.
talking. Right? I am such a pessimist when it comes to people and relationships, and that's why I'm here. I think
You just think too much.
that's true.
I'm gonna need you to stop thinking. Stop using your head for once. And just let your dick do the talking. Please.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Your dick says ice cream?
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck it or eat it.
If there's an option, both. not the same ice cream, two separate pieces of ice cream. Don't eat ice
Pieces.
cream that you fucked. And certainly don't fuck the ice cream that you've eaten. Or I'll scream.
For ice cream. Or
Yeah.
you'll be screaming anyway.
Uh,
Like a little girl. Fucking her ice cream. And that was your kissing tips for the holiday season, everybody. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with us tonight. This was the most dysfunctional fucking episode ever. Thanks for listening to episode 20 of Sexpert. We're pieces of shit. We'll see you next week for a mini episode of First Kiss Stories from people. So if you want to feel better about your own kissing life, we can just hear people's first kissing stories and how dysfunctional they probably were. And then we'll be seeing you again after that for a full-length episode of Coming Around the Christmas Tree, all about cum. So that'll be fun. And we'll be unwrapping our secret, dirty, sexy Santa gifts, or whatever the fuck they are then. And hope to see you soon. Hope your December has a good kickoff. You have a wonderful beginning of your holiday season. Eat lots of food, kiss lots of people, consensually, please, dear God. Hang some mistletoe, but don't eat it because it's poisonous. And we'll be seeing you next week for mini episode 21. Guys, have a good evening. Madison, we miss you. Everyone, stay sexy.
should I stop recording now?
Yeah.